Well, I'm making this video to give you an idea, and I think it's easier if I just talk about it because I'm a terrible speller and dyslexic, and I don't like typing. The biggest issue I see facing religion against atheism is the denial of the big issue of religion. The most important line of the Bible is right after the most quoted line in the Bible that they cut off right where it becomes important. I'm the way, the truth, the light. There's no way to heaven but through me. The old ways are past. Now they're going to cut it off right there. I am the way, the truth, the light. There is no way to heaven but through me. And that's their excuse of saying, well, you got to believe in Jesus or you're going to hell because he loves you. But that second part was the whole reason for Jesus' crucifix, everything. The old ways are past. That means you no longer have to send a woman to the edge of the village when they're bleeding. You no longer have to marry your brother's wife if he dies, even if you already have one. You can eat rabbit and pig and all these other things. Those are the old laws. They are past. The reason this matters and the reason why it's a big deal now is tithing. Tithing is an Old Testament rule. And according to Jesus, no more tithing. So it's pretty clear why the church would be against finishing that quote and including the most important line in the entire teachings of Jesus. The old ways are past. That's why he was Jesus. That's why there's Christianity. That's why there was a change, a crucifixion, everything. The old ways are past. They always ignore that. So any church that tries to tell you to tithe or do any of those laws from the Old Testament, including, by the way, hating against gay people or atheists or any of the other shit, past. You're not following Jesus if you tithe according to your church's directive. Now, if you find it within your heart to do it on your own, great. That's what charity is. But any church that tells you that tithing is what God wants doesn't follow Jesus. It's the most important line in the entire book, and they cut it out. And that's typical. If you don't like any scientific fact, cut it out. It's not good, doesn't fit in your faith. I don't believe it. I don't choose to. That's BS. So I would like this issue talked about because it bothers the hell out of me, and I've read the Bible extensively, and I don't like that people follow old rules and hate other people for it and take away their rights and act stupid and give all their money and power and political power to their churches when Jesus spoke specifically against that. Churches are not for money. They're for spiritual awakeness and togetherness and brotherhood and all that horse shit, according to Jesus. So what the fuck is all the money shit from? Anywho, I hope this helps. I hope I'm not being bothersome or whatever, but I think it's a big issue. And if more Christians realize that they were being lied to by the congregation, they might actually pick up the Bible and read it themselves and learn what it's really about. And then we would not have a disagreement between atheists and religious people. There is complete compatibility between someone who's an atheist and someone who has faith. Faith is an enviable thing. It means ignorance, but hell, ignorance is happiness, right? So I envy people of faith in their happiness, and I feel sorry for them in their ignorance. It's kind of whatever. But if they would just take the effort to research it themselves, that's all I'm saying. The most important line of the book is cut out, and that doesn't raise any alarms. No wonder we have bad voting turnouts. Anyway, do what you want with this. Hope it helped.